there was a spirit of the game penalty happening over the weekend.
Yeah, I saw that.
The Bulldogs were hit with an unusual penalty in their win over the Parramatta Eels on Sunday, with forward Josh Curran pinged for impersonating the referee in the spirit of the game call that has sparked debate. With 3 minutes left in the opening half, match official Wyatt Raymond blew the whistle to hand Parramatta another set for Curran calling a bloke offside. The Bulldogs' forward cheeky tactic appeared to work, causing the Eels' defence to fall away from tackling Bulldogs winger Blake Wilson. Explaining his decision, Raymond said that the incident was against the true spirit of the game. Now, Stato, we both played footy in our years. Is this against the spirit of the game, mate, or is this just part of it?
Bro, that is absolute garbage. I watched the game, and I saw the penalty was blown, and I'm like, oh, they're blowing it for offside. And
I
then
thought the same thing.
Yeah. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
And then I was watching, and then next thing you see is that they're getting called for spirit of the game. I think it's rubbish. I think that's just a personal opinion from a ref.
Yep.
I don't think it's against the spirit of the game at all. Because if you look at previous years, the amount of times where players have, like in about to score a try, for example, like I can give you one moment. It was Bulldogs against Gold Coast many years ago, back in the days where Josh Morris was playing for the Dogs. And this was a game we were winning convincingly, and Titans got the ball on their line. I think it was off a kick. I think we put up a kick, crossfield kick. It went to the middle of the field. Titans got the ball, and Ash Taylor had the ball. Josh Morris called for Taylor, called him some sort of name that they must have heard him called on the field. And Taylor threw the ball to him, and Josh Morris put the ball down and scored. That's funny.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, it's smart. It's not against the spirit of the game.
100%.
For me, it's a player's like, you're an idiot. You just threw the ball to the opposition, you scored a try. Now, what Josh Curran did is not against the spirit of the game. I think it's very funny. I think that the fact that it was gone down to a refereeing decision and they called it a penalty, I think is absolutely ridiculous. I think the refs have lost the plot.
I think as a fan of the game, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But as a player in the game, you got to think about it. They're doing everything they can to get the opposition offside. They're trying to do everything they can to get them out of focus.
Yeah.
And mate, he did the right thing. He called him offside and he stopped.
Yeah.
Which allowed the line break to occur.
Yeah.
So I think that, like you said, the ref had a personal opinion. He just didn't like being impersonated.
Yeah.
And he calls a random penalty. Look, it's happened throughout the years. Happened when we were playing the game. It happens in the first grade. It's happened constantly. I even saw Willie Mason talking about it this week, and he said, mate, if they called those type of penalties when we were playing the game, it wouldn't have stopped.
Yeah,
He
sure.
said that was all we did as players, because if you could get them offside or if you could get them out of the play, you got to be switched on enough to know what the ref's voice sound like
Yeah.
and what it doesn't.
And the thing is, for me, it's because if that's going to be against the spirit of the game, then trash talking is against the spirit of the game.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where do you draw the line? I think that to set it at that precedence, I think is a bit ridiculous. Look, I think it was the wrong call, obviously. I know dogs, para. I know that it's against the dogs, whatever. But I would have no problem if any other player did it at any other club in any other scenario. I got no issue.
Even on the 100% footy, DCE came out and he had a good laugh about it, and he said, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot this weekend, see what happens.
Yeah, because it's funny.
Great.
Yeah, because it's a laugh. The fact that it went down to a penalty, it's comedic. I don't know. I just think it's silly. I think that the refs have taken it too far in that regard. I think that particular ref took it way too far in that regard. Play on. Honestly, play on. It's not that big a deal. It's the boys having a laugh. If you fall for it, you fall for it. It is what it is. Look, to call a penalty, come on, man. I think we're taking it way too far now. We're being way too nitpicky.
And again, I think that's where it ends. I don't think this thing is going to get out of control. I don't think it's going to turn into a bigger thing than it was. I think that ref is going to be pulled aside and he's going to be told, hey, calm it down a bit. It was nothing. Get over it.
Get over it. It's not a big
deal.
deal.
It's play on. I don't think it affects the league whatsoever. I don't think it's going to be one of those things where all the referees are looking out for it now.
Yeah.
If anything, the boys are going to have a laugh about it and they're going to play on.
And that's how it is. And players throw other players' shoes when they're in the tackle. They take that and they launch it, and they launch it to the crowd. It's funny. I know they've been penalised once or twice, but it's funny. Little things like that. You can't get rid of things like that are as part of the game and then say it's against the spirit of the game. That's rubbish.
Because that takes it back to schoolboy footy. That takes it back to backyard footy.
Yeah.
That's what
At the end of the day, while it is the job, you want to have a bit of a laugh on the field to them. You know what I mean?
100%.
I think it's rubbish.